Hey guys, my name's Alex Barham, and I thought I'd take a couple minutes to put 2019 to bed and talk about what we're looking forward to into 2020. Now, for me, 2019 was really Piranha's banner year. They had a brand new creek boat, 9R2, which was a revisit of the iconic 9R, backed onto that huge success with the Ripper, which was just a incredibly aggressive, standing on the stern, half-slice boat. And I think absolutely should just take a moment and think about the potential, but the first crowdsourced specialty boat, the 12R. Super cool. They reached out and said, we're not sure if there's a market for this boat, but if we can pre-sell 200 of these, we'll do it. And what went from a photoshopped rendering, April Fool's project turned out to be a viable boat on the market. Super cool. With that said, though, the rest of the industry, not a lot really happened, except that a lot of us were pulling barn find old school slicey boats out, maybe putting new outfitting in them, and beating the hell out of them and having a great time rediscovering low water fun. I can't say enough about how much fun I had doing that, but the problem was, the industry suffered, frankly. And without an industry, we don't have new boats, we don't have new gear, and that's a problem. So in the last month or so, as 2019 has come to a close, we have seen some huge shakeups. Confluence Outdoor, which is the group which Dagger is a part of, being purchased out and out by Pelican, and the future of that conglomeration sort of being uncertain, to EJ retiring or quitting or whatever from Jackson Kayak, and Jackson Kayak becoming Jackson Adventure, which is going to be a kind of a brand shakeup, to the conglomerate group of boat companies that Liquidlogic is a part of, buying on bona fide, changing around their leadership, and Pat Keller, who has been, really the person that we've been watching over there, leaving. It's been a weird 6 weeks, 2 months. All of that said, what are we looking for as we go into 2020? Well, let's talk about what's definitely going to be new. There are more things I know that are out there that I have been asked not to talk about, but there are definitely things out there. So let's start with what I've already been in. I'll drop a link here for the review I did for the Jackson Zen 3. So we've got a really good beginner platform out here. As predicted, Dane, Nick, all of them are out doing the winter creaking scene in the Zen 3, and we're starting to see its full potential. But for me at least, I think it's going to be a sweet spot for intermediates and beginners. The boat that everyone seems to be most excited about this year, hands down, is the Dagger Rewind. Not only is it a snowy design, and Snowy makes incredible designs, but it's going to have the contour outfitting, the warranty, the financing if you want that, and really, Dagger has an incredible reputation for these half-slice boats, from the RPM to the Axiom, now to this Rewind. What are the keynotes going to be? Well, coming on the heels of the Phantom, it's going to have the same style of really high bow, knee pocket volume to stay high and dry, and it has a super aggressive stern. Length is going to be 9.5 feet across the 3 normal sizes, and they're going to continue the kids extra small Axiom, which is going to be rebadged as the Rewind extra small, and have some outfitting updates. Very excited to see this boat. I'm really going to miss the 8.5 foot length of the Axiom for the shallow summer runs that I do, but frankly, I'm probably going to be in my full slice more, so it'll probably work out. Liquidlogic is bringing forward Pat Keller's final design for them, which is called the Alpha. This boat's been in the making for a little while. I got to see a prototype of it last Beaver Fest, and it didn't make any sense to me at the time what Pat was going for, but he set course records in it, so I couldn't really argue with the guy. Then this year, I got to see one of their team paddlers with a much more refined prototype that I got to paddle on the flat for a couple minutes, and it just had the most incredible feeling to it. The rocker profile is completely crazy. The stern is really radical, but it all came together into this package where you had a ton of volume in front of you that you just knew would ride high on stuff, a hull that was just built to deflect really nicely, and the most incredible thing about it was that it all came together in this way where you could get the boat up to top speed quickly, easily, and just stop paddling and the boat would glide dead straight. So I could just see getting into positions where you go really fast into something and you could just glide that hull waiting to take the perfect boost stroke. And I am so excited to get in that boat. I really hope it came out something like that prototype. That feeling was so unique and exciting to me. The one thing that's maybe disappointing about the Alpha is that it's only going to be coming in 2 sizes. Piranha seems to be back at it again. Not only are they releasing the large version of the 9R2, which I'm super excited they decided to do that. I'm really looking forward to jumping in the spring. But they're also releasing this like almost concept car of a boat. It's called the Zone. It's called the Ozone, which is a tribute to their Pro Zone, Z1, Inna Zone lineage of boats, although it really doesn't seem to resemble them in any way. Frankly, it sort of looks like they took a Jed, put a rippery kind of stern, elongated the bow, and popped out a 7.5-foot downriver slicer, which, very interesting idea. I think especially for the people who don't want to paddle an old school boat because the outfitting is uncomfortable and the knee pockets and leg position is awful. All true. It's something that you have to put work into to deal with. This is really an out-of-the-box solution. And put in modern rocker, modern planing hull, and frankly, seeing Bren looping it this weekend in the videos that he just released is super impressive. It's very hard to loop a slicer. I don't think there's going to be a real segment of people that are out there doing that, but just the fact that the boat is doing that, that's why you have a pro team. Super cool to see. So when am I going to have reviews out for all these boats? At this point, we are literally frozen solid. I was just passing by the Moose this weekend, and it is covered over. So I will expect to see new hulls come in April or May, and hopefully start paddling them and getting reviews out as I can. I like to spend a month in each boat and really try to get to know it before I make one of these videos and it's on the internet forever. So it may be June, end of May before you're starting to see some of these reviews come out. I'm sorry, I did the best I can. I got you the Zen as fast as I could. Jackson was amazing about getting it to me. I could not get access to these other boats any sooner. Stay tuned. Got some more boat projects coming up. Turn some old stuff into sleds. Put new outfitting into some more old toys. But until then, it's going to be a little quiet for a couple months. Peace.